Get your seatbelt ready because you are about to be the one that everybody wants, everybody needs. You're the one that people are gonna be like, yeah, you came in clutch. Yeah, you pulled up on us. That's what's up. Like, I can trust you. And one thing about that is that the karmics are not gonna like that. The karmics are not gonna like when you show up. The karmics are not gonna expect you to show up. Listen, the karmics are not going to be expecting you to pop out. The karmics are not going to be expecting you to show up and show ninjas. The karmics are not going to be expecting you. How about that? Okay? They're not going to be expecting you. They're going to be like, oh yeah, she's not going to do nothing. He not going to do nothing. He not going to pull up. He not going to say what he got to say. You know, she not popping. She ain't got nothing. She ain't got nothing going on. No. And then when they see you, they'll be like, oh. And ooh. And they thought you moving on, you wasn't loving yourself. They thought you wasn't doing nothing. They thought you ain't had motion. They didn't want to believe you had motion. As a matter of fact, they didn't want to believe you had motion. So of course, when you pop out, it's gonna be a shock. But it shouldn't be a shock, because it's not like you didn't show them who you were. It's not like you didn't show them how poppin' you were, collective. I mean, just by the looks of it, they should have accepted that you were popping, but they did not wanna accept it. And that's where, you know, their downfall has started. Because honestly, who even are you to determine who someone is and how they're gonna live their life without you even really knowing them, without you even giving them a chance to show you how they're meant to live their own life? I mean, you did this to yourself. Now you really have to let people live and let people do what they have to do and let people show you who they are, instead of, you know, you trying to pin a narrative, trying to pin a picture for them. And you know, that's where their downfall went face flat. They wanted to doubt you. They wanted to, you know, downplay you. They wanted to underestimate you, and did not want to believe who you were showing them to be. Why is that? Why is that? Yeah. Listen, they're gonna have to probably even clutch their pearls. Let's see what the vibe is, shall we? Generational curses. Ooh, with the lay at the top of the deck. Listen, and memories. Listen, they're gonna be having to tap into their healing. Finally, they're gonna have to tap into their healing. You have triggered them to heal their bloodline. That's powerful, collective. That's very powerful. You have triggered these people into being honest with themselves. Listen, you have triggered the karmics, the haters, the non-sayers, and the non-believers into healing their whole bloodline. They see you are doing it. They see you are taking the lead. Matter of fact, they see you healing, and they see that you have healed somewhere, somehow, and they're like, I need to, you know, be honest with myself here. Whether they want to admit it or not, I'm just getting this is, you know, this is God sitting them on their booty for them to, you know, be honest with themselves here. Okay? They wanted to plan and plot against you. Well, guess what? Now they have to go through healing. Now they have to, you know, really just sit down and be honest with themselves as to why they believe certain things about you or other people. Why do they have this sort of mindset? Why did they, you know, move against you? That type of stuff. They really just have to, you know, go about their healing for real, you guys. Like, you have triggered these people to go into healing. And honestly, it's not like they didn't know better. They knew better. And plus, they didn't know what they were coming into when it came to you. When it came to, you know, coming up against you, they didn't know what that was going to come with. They didn't know the consequences that was going to come with. And the consequences of them coming up against you is having to heal themselves. Because obviously, healing needs to be done. They didn't know you had it like that, collective. They didn't know. Or else they would have definitely stood down. Now they're left confused as to why they're feeling the way that they feel. I'm getting like maybe they haven't really been living an honest life, so now it's like they have to live an honest life. They have to be honest with themselves, and it's like they don't know where to start. They don't know how to be. They don't know how to be honest. They don't know how to be honest. Look at that. Oh my God, it's falling. Collective, they don't know how to be honest, but they definitely wish like they could go back in time. They're definitely wishing that things could be different, and you know that they could have taken a different direction. They could have taken a different route, but I feel as if they wouldn't even be able to take a different route with you because they did not even, you know, commence their healing. And these people are not even healed, so it's like wanting to turn back time. It's not very possible because they didn't even initiate their healing to begin with, to even be in the same space as you. So it's like this is just them not being honest with themselves. This is just them not being real with themselves, and them thinking, oh yeah, I wish I could turn back time, or I wish, you know, things were differently, is what's literally making them stuck and not be able to even, you know, move past whatever they've done or whatever they've said. And they need to be healing, but I feel like instead of doing that, they're in their feelings. They're in their feelings because they still want to move the way that they move. They still want to do the things that they do. Basically, they thought that you were beautiful. I'm getting. They didn't think that you would be able to look past the kind of person they are. They did not think that you'd be able to even look past their games, their foolish games. They did not expect you to look past the illusions that they wanted to place in front of you. It says be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. Like I said, these people were not living an honest life, and they were not being real with themselves. They were not being real in their life, and now it's like everything is coming crashing down. Their false persona, their false life is coming crashing down. No, because they're they're feeling the weight of being somebody fake. Basically, they're feeling the weight of the fake life that they have built, and now it's like, ooh, like I said. Listen, they had ample amount of time to heal, or they had ample amount of chances to be honest, either with you, the situation, or with themselves. And I'm just getting, they could have doubted themselves. They could have doubted, you know, they could have not even listened to their intuition. As a matter of fact, their intuition was very loud, but they did not listen. They did not listen. And now it's like they're gonna have to grasp their boots. They're gonna have to strap their boots. In the beginning, I said you're gonna have to, you know, strap your seatbelt, or them, they're gonna have to strap their boots, because I feel as if life is going to be moving very fast for them, and they have to, you know, really be confident in themselves here. They have to be honest with themselves going forward, and they need to strap their boots, because if it's not strapped, they're gonna end up, you know, really just feeling broken inside, especially because they've lost you in your connection, especially because they're thinking that they can redo something, but they can't redo anything. What's done has been done. So it's like they need to, you know, believe in themselves to heal whatever it is that they need to heal through, basically. Okay, yeah, they need to, you know, go do their own thing. They need to be honest with themselves, even if they were to come towards you. Three of Swords. Listen, even if they were to come towards you wanting to mend things, I'm just getting, it's not quite possible, because you guys are not on the same frequencies. Y'all are not on the same frequencies, and they need to get their life together. They need to go after their own life here. Okay, they need to listen to their intuition more. They need to listen to themselves more, and not try and look for somebody to tell them what's up and to give them the way and to give them a hand, basically, because that could have also been what they wanted from you, collective. And that's just not possible. That's just not possible.